Hey, I'm back again. Um, as I promised, I'm doing a review of SmackDown for May 25th, 2012. This is my first week doing reviews. I did one for Raw, did one for TNA, I did one for Superstars, and I did Over the Limit predictions. So if you want, you can go back and check those out. Like I said, this is my first week. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Um, if you left comments, I read them, replied, trying to improve. I know in some of my other videos, I wasn't talking. I'm trying to talk as loud as I can. I have the volume turned up so that you can hear me. I try to improve on the videos. I know in some of the videos, they may have paused, but I think I fixed the issue. So, well, since you're here for the SmackDown review, might as well get started on it. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I don't really have a deep voice. I'm trying to talk loud enough, so hopefully you can hear me. Basically, the show started with a cap of what happened on Monday Night Raw, which is the Big Show knocking out John Cena, which also happened at Over the Limit. They showed a video clip of that. And then Eve comes out talking about, possible contenders for Sheamus' World Heavyweight Championship. Try to make this interesting. Then she's interrupted by Del Rio, And then Randy Orton, whom I think the face of the WWE is. Some people think it's John Cena. Some people think it's Sheamus. Some people think it's Daniel Bryan. I think Randy Orton is the top guy in the WWE right now. Whether you agree with me or not, you can leave a comment, tell me what you think about that. Then after that, Kane interrupts. And this which later on lead to a big event later on at the end of the program. I'll get to that. Then we have Christian versus Hunico, which is a big match. Of course Christian wins. He returns after 8 months and wins the Intercontinental Championship. Which is, I'm trying to figure it out because Layla also returned. As soon as she came right back, she won the Women's Championship belt. So the same thing happened with Christian. So let's see where Christian goes. As far as Hunico go, he gets rare appearances. Like, you see him every now and then on SmackDown. But also next week, Sin Cara is returning. I know some people say he botches a lot, but I think hopefully he has improved over the time that he's missing. I like him. I like his entrance. I like everything about him. I've seen him wrestle a lot. If you ever been to a live SmackDown tape and you've seen him wrestling, he has good skills. Maybe sometimes he messes up. Everyone can't be perfect, but I'm happy that he's returning next week. Hopefully that will take some attention off Jericho being fired, even though that happened on Raw. I'm still happy that he's returning next week. After that we had the Usos, and we had versus Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, who kind of looks like John Cena. And of course, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young won. I mean, that wasn't a big surprise. They had outcoming talent. These guys used to be on NXT and they had to make their way to SmackDown. So I think we could see some big things coming in the future for them. Possibly even challenging R-Truth and Kofi Kingston for the WWE Tag Team Championships. I think that's coming up in the future. I think they're talented. I like them. They have charisma, talent, everything you need. Then Ryback versus two guys from Virginia. As WWE travels, they pick some local hometown guys to fight people. Even though I don't know why they do that. I want to see Ryback versus Lord Tensai or the Big Show or Kane or Randy Orton. Why do you keep giving him these little guys? I'm not sure why they keep doing that. Of course, Ryback destroys the two guys. Ryback reminds me of Batista almost, but Batista times 10. And what happened to Mason Ryan? I haven't seen Mason Ryan in a couple months. He reminded me more of Batista, but Ryback is almost like Goldberg, almost like almost on that level, almost. I had to watch that. Like I said, Sin Cara returns next week. Then we had Santino Marella versus Ricardo Rodriguez. Santino won. I'm not sure why they had that match. Maybe they didn't. They didn't have enough people to fill the slots. And then Sheamus comes out. He was supposed to apologize, which he really did. If you've seen the video on Raw, he kind of runs out and nudges Laurinaitis, whom I don't think should be the general manager of SmackDown and Raw. He nudges him. He says it was an accident. Doesn't really look like an accident. I really don't care. He nudges him. He didn't apologize. He won versus Jack Swagger, and of course he won. After that, Yoshitatsu comes out. I like his entrance theme song, by the way. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out on YouTube. Versus Damien, the guy who wears the robe. He kind of reminds me of Chris Masters. I'm not sure why Chris Masters was released, a couple months ago. That's way, way back. But he comes out versus Yoshitatsu. They have a match. Damien wins. I'm not sure what to think of the guy. I mean, he wears pink underwear to the ring and purple knee bands. That's just a weird combination. To me, it doesn't match his character, but tell me your opinion about that. I don't know. To me, it just seems kind of weird. I hope that I'm talking loud enough so everyone can hear me. And the Big Show has turned heel. You know how the big guy was the Big Show was a big, lovable teddy bear? Well, he isn't that no more. He's turned heel. Ever since he's been fired. So, let's see where this goes. The Big Show came out, talks about why he did what he did to John Cena and knocked him out. Because he got fired. Everyone saw the video. He got fired. It's all a setup. And then the main event, the triple threat, like I said earlier. Kane versus Rio. Del Rio versus RKO, Randy Orton. While Kane is doing his entrance, before he hits his pyro, which is really loud, and if you sit in front seats like I have, you can feel the heat. I was like in the third seat back, and you still felt it. It felt like someone turned the stove on 1,000 degrees. It's not, you can feel the heat. It felt warm. So, if you've been to a live event, you know what I'm talking about. If you sat close enough to the ring. Before he hits his pyro, Daniel Bryan comes out with a chair and attacks him. Then during the middle of the match, he comes out and attacks him again. I'm thinking Kane's going to chase him backstage. He doesn't. Because on Monday Night Raw, Kane destroyed Daniel Bryan. And then, this caught me off guard. I really thought Randy Orton had the match for most of it. But Del Rio wins. And then Del Rio wins, walks to the top of the ramp. Out comes Sheamus. Sheamus comes and attacks him. So that was pretty much all of SmackDown. On a rating base, I guess out of 10, I give it a 9 out of 10. Because I think it could have been more interesting. They had like too many little guys in there. We need some more big stars. So hopefully with Christian returning, SmackDown will become more interesting. It's like SmackDown is right here and Raw is up here. We have Sin Cara returning next week, Christian returning, The Big Show turning heel. SmackDown should become interesting within the next couple of weeks. Remember, July 23rd, Raw is becoming 3 hours. 3 hours mandatory every week, every Monday night. Sin Cara returns next week. Comment below. I've tried to talk louder. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm trying to talk louder. Hopefully everyone can hear me. If you like the video, you can like it. If you dislike the video, you can dislike it. Comment If you disagree with anything that I've said, or you want to debate about anything wrestling related, as long as you know or knowledgeable about what you're talking about, you're not just talking. I will talk to you. You leave me a comment, I'll reply. Like I said, if you like the video, like it. Comment, make sure you subscribe. This is my first week doing this. Next week I'll be doing another review for Raw, SmackDown, and TNA. So if you have any questions or anything for me, make sure you leave it. I'll reply to you within 24 hours. So this has been the SmackDown for May 25th, 2012 review.